Hi guys, I'm Blue X-Ray, and surprise, surprise, I am John again. Yeah. So I know last drawing thing I said I was gonna, do one the next month, but I honestly forgot about it. I'm so sorry. Hey, at least it wasn't a whole year. But anyways, today I wanted to do a little something based on a certain anime character. Now, I haven't drew a anime type character ish thing in a while. So, today we're going to be drawing Jonathan Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 Phantom Blood. Now, if you don't know who he is, he was the first Joestar in the entire series from Part 1, of course. He's the one who started everything. And he is honestly one of my favorite Joestars just because I don't know, it was just his British accent that made me laugh. And honestly, he was kind of cool and badass. So, anyways, I'm gonna start drawing this. And if you guys got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments because every time I do one of these, I usually can't figure out what to draw next. And yeah, you guys get the deal. So, anyways, I'm gonna start drawing on this paper because yeah. So, okay, the first thing we're gonna do is make Joseph's face because what's anime character without his face? So, first thing we're gonna do right here is that we're gonna make a little curve right there. See, that's a nice curve right there. It's nice, curvy. And then we're gonna make another curve right over here, but instead we're gonna keep on dragging it over here for a little bit, and then boom. Now I know the curve doesn't look that good, but if you want, you could erase it and make it more curvy like as so. See, like that, the curve is fixed and everything, and it's curvy. Now, as you can see right here, it's going a little up and then it stops. Now, you're probably wondering, hey, why did you stop? And that's because we are going to make his ear. Now, usually when you draw an ear, it's usually, kind of curvy, kind of like a question mark, you see? That's a kind of a bad question mark. Not, but who cares? So usually when you draw an ear, it's usually like that, curvy, and then you gotta kind of like connect it and everything. But not this ear. No, no, no. What we're doing is something a little different. Now, I'll show you how to draw his ear as soon as I finish erasing this. Okay, now that that's taken care of, we're gonna start making his ear. So what you gotta do is make another little curve, but instead you decide to go up until you get right there. See, now we got an ear. Now the next thing we're gonna do is make his hair because anime characters, their hair gets everywhere, over their face, sometimes over the clothes. And if you've seen Goku in Super Saiyan 3, you know that thing needs a haircut. And honestly, it goes all the way down his back. Like, he never had that much hair before in the transformation. This transformation specifically lets him grow hair for more power. But Jonathan doesn't need that. He has his own brand of cool hair. And so the first thing we're gonna do is draw his ear. I was about to say ear. Draw his hair where his ear is. So that's why we didn't fully complete the ear. So first thing you're gonna do is make a tiny little curve cutting off the ear right there, right there. Then next, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna bring it up, like so. See, already got one hair strand. Next, what we're gonna do is make another thing of hair over that one, because anime, why not? Now, a little tip, sometimes you sometimes overlapping anime hair is a little hard, especially when you are doing real life drawings. Putting hair over hair could be a little difficult, but if you take your time on this, it will turn out good. So, next, what we're gonna do is bring this little thing up. Yep, really good. That's super good. And okay, now for Jonathan's big old strand of hair that's always on the top of in front of his face, because why not? Because he is British, and British people in animes sometimes have weird hair. And why not? Because it's anime. So, anyways, first thing we're gonna do is connect the first strand of hair, well, the second strand of hair with the third strand of hair, the main strand of hair, and then just bring it down right here, and then just simply bring it up. And since this is the main strand, it's usually the biggest. But don't worry, don't fuss. Everything will make sense once you draw in the rest of his hair. So, next thing we're gonna do is make, yes, another strand of hair. But first things first, you gotta close this one up, and then it looks amazing. Next, what we're gonna do is bring the strand of hair a little more up. Then you make one more strand of hair and you make a little line like that. See, it's all coming together. Then you make a little curve going up, and then it looks awesome. It looks so awesome. Oh my god, tell me you're a barber. So next what we're gonna do, and this could sometimes get a little confusing, is that you're gonna make a little curve right here going a little up, but not too up, because his hair looks a little weird. I'm sorry. I've been saying that a lot. But anyways, next we make another curve, but also going up, and that's as far as it's gonna go. Now the next part is really simple. You're gonna make a backwards L going up. Then you just bring it up here, and ta-da! Just like that. Now, sometimes your L's will look a little weird, but that's okay. Everything is okay. Okay, so the next part is that we are going to connect his face with his hair. So, if you remember the main strand of hair from earlier, I said that not to worry because we were gonna take care of this, correct? Yes. So, what we're gonna do is make a tiny triangle right here off the little line. You're gonna leave a little line right there, and then you are gonna bring it down and just make a somewhat curvy triangle like that. Now, you're gonna see why we made that triangle earlier, because it's gonna fit with all the rest of the hair later. So, next, what we're gonna do is make another triangle right here, but it's gonna go down right there. Now, you're gonna see why later, but for now, we make another triangle right here, and when you take a look at it, I was actually kind of wrong. It's not a triangle, it's actually half of an oval. Now, you're gonna see why in a little bit, but for now, we shall continue with his hair. So now this is where things start getting a little weird. We are gonna start overlapping some stuff. So from down here, we are gonna bring his hair up, just like that. Then from right here, we bring his hair down, then we bring it back up. Then you want to continue doing that for a little bit, just like that. And for some reason, I can't think but help but think that I'm drawing Kakyoin for part 3. But that is okay, things will get a little confusing. Now, you want to make another curve right here, then boom, it is awesome. Now, remember that little weird spot from earlier? Yeah, right here. Now, you're gonna see why it was there in the first place. So from right here, you are going to make another curve for another batch of hair. Just like that. Now, you think I'm gonna bring it back down, but no, sir, or ma'am, or whoever's watching. I am gonna make another curve like that. And then finally bring it back down all the way here. It looks amazing, yes. And then of course I close this off, and just like that, you already got his hair down. Well, most of his hair. Now, what's gonna happen next is that that's the front part of his hair. Yes. Now, what's gonna happen next is that we're gonna make the rest of his hair. So, going back to his ear, we are going to make a little curve right here. And that's all I'm gonna do for now. Now, from that curve, just like the other curves, we are going to bring it up, then make another curve going up. See, it's like an L, but the straight part of the L goes curvy. Now, from right here, we bring it up just like that. And if you can notice, that L turned into a J for Jonathan. Hey! Okay. So, next, what we do is make yet another curve. Like that. Now, this is where things are gonna get a little tricky, and if you mess up, don't get frustrated because this all happens. This always happens when you're doing art. Now, you bring it up, bring it around town just like that, and then from here, you make a line, a nice line. So good. Then just curve like that. Next, from here, you curve again. And see, it looks really, really nice. So now you are gonna bring it back down like that. And if you've seen anime characters before, you know what that little thing is. It's a little cute thing on their hair. I don't know what it's called, but it's adorable. So now we are gonna bring it back over here, make another curve right there, and then you guessed it, make another curve over that curve that goes straight into this one. Now, I know it looks a little weird, but don't worry. All hair in anime is kind of weird. Unless you're not an anime protagonist, then your hair is normal. Okay, next. Then you make a curve up here. Then you bring it down. Then you bring it back up. And then you bring it down. See, like that, you already got a bunch of hair. Now, Next thing we do is that we're gonna make the bottom part of his hair. And before we get to the hair that's on his back, we're gonna make this part of his hair. So it's really easy, trust me on this. You make a little curve right there. Let me make that table right there. Then you're gonna bring it in. Then you're gonna bring it right back in. And just like that, you got yourself John Joestar and his hair. So now you're probably wondering, what about his face? Yes. We are going to do his face next. The first thing we're going to do is his eyebrows. Now, since this is a little chibi like Jonathan, we are going to start with his right eyebrow. Now, from our point of view, it's going to look like his left eyebrow, but don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. So, first thing you're going to do is make a tiny curvy line like that. Then what you're gonna do is make a curve right there, then end it off with another line right there. Now we got one eyebrow. The next eyebrow is gonna be right here, right hidden between these two looks things of hair. Now I'm gonna have to warn you, it's a little hard because you gotta try to not draw over the eyebrow, the locks of hair. So first thing you're gonna do is make a little line right there, then make a little line going that way, and then cut it off with another line right there, and it leaves a little triangle space right there. Now we got Jonathan's eyebrows. So next thing we're gonna do is make his eyes. Now we're, instead of his regular eyes like open wide, we are gonna make them kind of like Brock from Pokemon. They're gonna be completely closed. So what we're gonna do is make a whole bunch of lines right there. See, you got one eye. Then you got another eye. Now, to make it a little more realistic, you put a little line right there, and you put another line right there. See? And just like that, you already got his eyes. So for this, it's your choice if you want to put a nose or not. But for right now, for me personally, I'm not going to put a nose, and we are going to go straight for the ear. So next thing you're going to do is make a curve for his ear right there. Then you're going to make another curve right there, a little more different from the last one because it's more shorter. Now next, you're going to make a tiny line right there. Then finally, you are going to make an upside down backwards L. You start right here, and then you just go up right there, and like that, you made his ear. So next thing we're gonna do is make his mouth. Now, what we're gonna do is make a little curve right there, put it down, and stop right there. Then you're gonna make a little half circle right there, as you can see. Then just keep on going down, bring it back up, and connect it with with where you started. It's really simple and really fun. Next, what we're gonna do is make his teeth. From right here or anywhere, you could just do this, and it's just really simple. Okay. So, next thing we're gonna do is kind of make his tongue, but it's not that hard. You're just gonna make a simple curvy line going down like that. And like that, you got an adorable little face. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is make his body because for right now he's just a head. He can't be having fun with just his head. So what we're gonna do is make a little bow going right off him. It's really simple. You just make a little curvy L right there, and then just curve it back up right here. That's the first part. Now the next part is really, really, really simple. You just make a curvy little box, or in this case, a curvy backwards L. You go down, and then you go right back up. And then you do the same thing for the opposite side, but it's just regular L, but curvy. You go down, and you go right back up. See, it's that simple. Now, to make it more bow-like, from the original curvy square, you make two little arms. You draw it has two little arms. Whew. So, next, we're gonna make his little vest. So, we're gonna make a small V shape underneath his bow. And it's super easy, just like that. And it's just really, really good. So here's where the hard part comes in. We are gonna draw his hands in a in a fist kind of position, but since he looks like this, he's gonna look a little bit like a chibi. So luckily for me and you, we don't have to draw fingers. So, whew. So what we're gonna do first is draw just a little line going down, and then just curve it back onto the bow. Then you do. Huh. I'm sorry, I remembered that you don't. I was about to say you do the same thing, but you kind of do, but you don't. So, first things first, on the opposite side, you make a little line over here. Then you bring it over, and then you just curve down a little over there. So, that's his first part of his vest going onto his fist. Now, here comes the fun part. We are going to make his hands. So, first things first, from where this little line was, you're going to keep on going down and bring it back up, and you made his thumb. So, next thing we're going to do is make his fist. Now, luckily, since he isn't in the mood to be punching Dio, we are going to draw his fist like that. Now, if you don't want it to be like that, you could edit it a little, erase some stuff, and it will look like that. It will look like that. So, next thing we're gonna do is that from right here, we are gonna draw a little shoulder going down. Now, that is amazing. Now, for his other fist, this is going to be a little more interesting. From right here, we are going to make his thumb once again in an oval shape. Then, we are going to do the same thing as last time. So, you make a little curve like that. Then, you stop a little. And then you just keep on going back in, and bam, you got another fist right there. Yeah. Okay. So, next thing we're gonna do is make another shoulder going off from his vest. From right here, you just do the same thing as last time, except a little more curvy. Now, this is what we got so far. And now, what we're gonna do is draw his arms. But luckily, they aren't gonna be long like mine. That's Harry. So, what we're gonna do is make a little wrist going right here. Now, it goes a little down, just like that, but Then from right there, you just go down, make a little curve, and just go back up, just like that. You got an arm. It's really nice, nothing too special, and it's really cool. So, you're gonna do the same thing right here. You make a little curve going down, then from the other side, you just do the same thing again. Man, my voice, like that. You already got his arms. So, time to finally make his vest. Now, from right here, we are gonna go down and then just go all the way there. And then, before we connect it, we are gonna start drawing over here and just do the same thing. Then we finally connected it and we've got ourselves a Jonathan Joestar. Now, to make it a little more like him, you could draw one more line underneath and then boom. We got ourselves a Jonathan Joestar. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna color him, add some stuff, and I will be right back.
こぼれ落ちた二つの星が光と闇の皆も吸い込まれてゆく引き合うように重なる波紋誇りの道を行く者に太陽の導きを野望の目指す者に生贄を震えるほど心燃え尽きるほど熱くその手から放てこの体皆いる勇気で迷いなき覚悟に喝采を地の定めジャージョー 投げられた進むしかない奇妙な螺旋の中転がり続ける永遠をさまよう冒険者恐怖を認め勝つ者に黄金の魂をそして二人のために戦いを幕が開いたような終わりなき物語
That's right, guys. It's actually Jonathan Joestar's birthday. As you can see, I made him as close as possible with all my colors and whatnot. So, yeah, this was this video, and if you liked it, make sure to smack that like button. Make sure to comment down below what you'd like me to draw next. And we are actually quite close to finishing this this drawing journal, guys. Oh my god. So what should we draw next? I'm excited to see what you guys suggest. I'm excited to draw whatever's next. And Yeah, thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you find this really helpful, and good luck on the quarantine, coronavirus, all that stuff. Yeah. Stay safe, stay positive, and as always, I'm Blue, and I'll see you next time.